Hey, what's going on, guys? So, I just wanted to show my my little setup here. Not exactly where I want it to be, but right now it's pretty sweet. I get to enjoy all my games in RGB for the most part. So I'm just kind of going to go over what I got as far as my setup goes. So I got in this little corner, that's my Sony PVM-20L5. I got it from some dude in the city whose brother is in security or some shit, but it was like 60 bucks and it was a sweet deal, so I thought I'd pick that up. I'm gonna turn it on here so you can check it out. Da, 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 da. All right, it takes a couple of seconds to go on, which is inherent to the technology, isn't it? There we go. RGB no sync. Basically, I have a Super Nintendo, I have an N64, a regular Nintendo, and in the back I got a little Genesis there. The Super Nintendo, N64, and Genesis are hooked up via RGB. The NES is still composite. And I did that. What I'm basically doing now is I have the breakout cable going from the back, the SCART input, and then here's SNES, and I just have these things dangling. N64 and Genesis. But eventually I want to get a switcher, but those goddamn things are expensive as hell. So, not yet. And then also I want to get one for the NES and eventually add an Atari. But let's check this out. So, we're going to turn it on. Turn Super Nintendo on. Look at that. God damn, that looks good. So, I have this shit hooked up to some external speakers because the speakers that are plugged in, that come with the CRT kind of blow. So you definitely want to get some external speakers that are powered. And I like these. These are Sherwin Vegas. I think they were like $100 for the pair. But they're pretty fucking sweet. They go loud and they sound great. So I'm going to show you also how I have all this shit hooked up. In the back, here, let's move this fucking thing around here. Oh, I think I broke it. So, we got, that's a breakout cable, the red, blue, green. And on the left there, it's my NES hooked into the composite. And that's the ground on the right. And then on the bottom is with the audio. For the audio, the audio portion, I bought a little adapter, red and white. It's not an adapter, but more like an extension cord that plugs into the back of my speakers, like there. And these speakers are connected with just a regular speaker wire. But I'm gonna post links for all this shit so you guys can hopefully get a good head start, because to me video makes everything easier. And let's see what else. N64. With the N64, you have to mod it to make it RGB. It's I sent mine in. It costs $50 to get it modded. And then you buy these cables that look like a standard cable on one end, because this chick on eBay makes it. I'm gonna post that. She's the best. But on the other end, of course, you get this guy, the SCART end, and you get the best possible signal as of right now for N64. And of course, that's my flash cart, which I'll show more in another video. These things are fucking badass. Genesis, that was the best one. That one in particular, I don't have enough games for yet, so I'm just not even gonna plug her in. But it does RGB automatically. So does the Super Nintendo. But Not this one. At least not off the bat. It's this is the one chip series, and this is the one chip 3. So this is the highly coveted version, which is supposed to have better something, but it fucking doesn't. But they had to I had to wire it up so that it actually outputs RGB. And then my NES, a little toaster model. So I still gotta get that to be gotta get that working for RGB. Gotta get it modded. And basically that's how I switch it. You know, I know it's kind of barbaric at this point, but it works. Got all my shit over here. Super Nintendo, regular Genesis, N64, controllers and shit. An old Electronic Arts poster, beer, you know, all the important shit. So, I don't know, hope that shit was helpful to somebody. I need to get a new stand. I need to get a bunch of shit. This is a work in progress. But, yeah, totally worth every penny, all this shit so far. The powered speakers are the biggie. I mean, you have to have the production monitor, and you got to get the SCART breakout cables. You got to get these things to make your systems work, and potentially you have to modify some of these. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to post in the link below. I'm going to post a bunch of links so you guys can buy this shit on your own and help support the community, you know? All right. Listen, you guys take it easy. I'll catch y'all later. Ooh, Paperboy.